My background was I grew up 6 years with my foster nan, and then when I was six going on 7, I moved home to live with my parents. And then my secondary school, I ended up at a school called Whitesmore Comprehensive, which was in Chamsley Wood. This was a predominantly white working class school. The aspirations were very low, but my mother's aspirations were very high. And in terms of the mentality, my mentality was that I needed to try and aim for something. When I got my deputy head chief, I was so thrilled, and this meant that I had some challenges ahead. I didn't realise this until I got into the post.
Mum's time at Mansfield was good, but very hard. It was a demanding school. She used to come home late, go to work early, and when she was here she was tired, so I think that's just the demands of the job, really.
But I also had challenges from other colleagues that, again, you know, being a black deputy, they weren't very comfortable with me being in the school. And I had this from black and white colleagues as well, but I had to prove myself each time. Later on in 2006, I became the head teacher of the school. Again, very challenging times, but it was unanimous by the governors at the time that they wanted me to be the head teacher of the school, and I knew that I wanted Davinder to be my deputy.
You know, very often as leaders, you do things and you question yourself, but it's always good to have someone who's working so close to you, knows you, to say, yeah, that was good, I think that could have been better, and coaching you in that way. Sharona never really treated me ever as a deputy. I was more of an associate head. You know, we were always, you know, talking about school, and there was great passion there. And that is inspirational in itself.
We would work after school, talking about, right, how are we going to make sure that we do the best for these children. And we did this really, really well until the time came where it was Davinder's turn to move on, and he actually became the head of his own school. Also at this time, I decided that I wanted to become an Ofsted inspector. In 2016, I stopped being an inspector and I went on and did some supply work. I hated it. I absolutely hated it. It was good to have, it was good to do, because I was able to see what teachers do at the grassroots level, and I was able to see what planning and paperwork was involved. But I knew for me personally, supply teaching wasn't and isn't my role. I preferred my leadership role.
Always hear my voice all the time. It'll be sometimes it'll be you. I think that's even more exciting.
One of my sons, he said to me, he said, "Mom, if you work and talk to people who you aspire with at least a third of your time, then you can achieve what you want to achieve." And I found that in my whole career life. Those who I aspired to, when I socialised with them and I worked with them, I've realised that I've achieved what they've achieved. So my advice is, if you want it, believe it and just go for it. You'll get there.